Joining us now is Michigan Congressman John Moolenaar, a member of the House Select Committee on China. Congressman, thanks for being with us. I'm stunned by this story because you've got the BlackRocks of the world, which are constantly preaching to us about the risks of investing in fossil fuels, right? They're all over that. But when we find out that they're sending money to Chinese firms that pose a national security risk, whoa, wait a second. We didn't know anything about that. What do you make of this, and what can be done about it?
Well, thank you for having me, and it is a significant concern. And I want to note that the letter requesting information came from the chairman, who's a Republican, and the ranking member, who's a Democrat. This is a bipartisan issue that we are looking into to have investments in 40 different companies that are blacklisted. And when you talk about Chinese companies, we have to acknowledge that there's really no private sector in China. Everything is subservient to the Chinese Communist Party and can be used for military applications. They have a policy of military civil fusion, and that puts our interests at risk.
It's interesting. Across 5 funds, BlackRock has invested more than $429 million in Chinese companies. This is according to what the panel found. I'm curious how you think about protecting national security, but also balancing capitalism and free markets.
Well, I think it's an important question, and that's why we're requesting the information from BlackRock and others. That's why it's important to know how those funds are being invested. For instance, are they being used to support the Chinese CCP, their military efforts? Are they being used in violation of the Uyghur, violence and prevention of forced labor? Those are questions that need to be answered, and that's why we're asking for voluntary information.
Congressman, we've seen a lot of American officials go overseas and have meetings with China. We had Blinken, Kerry, Yellen. Now, Gina Raimondo, Commerce Secretary, is headed over there, fresh off of getting hacked, by the way. She had just gotten hacked by the Chinese. You think about this administration and President Biden, his dealings with China, how his administration is dealing with China, going over there constantly on bended knee. It's difficult not to think about Hunter Biden and the GOP probe into his business dealings overseas and what relations he might have had with China. As we start to get more and more information on this, you start to connect the dots and realize that the way our policy is evolving under the Biden administration may have more to do with Hunter and possibly even the president's overseas dealings than many people previously thought. Your thoughts on that?
Well, there are concerns about that, and I'm pleased that we're doing investigations on that in Capitol Hill. Ronald Reagan talked about peace through strength, and I believe that's important when it relates to China. And clearly, their behavior under Xi Jinping has changed. He's become more autocratic. They have spied on us. They've hacked us. They've sailed ships within 150 yards of us, all sorts of violations. And it's important that we project strength when people go over there and are desperate to have a relationship and talk about climate change. I don't believe that projects strength. I think we need to be strong in the face of this adversity. And that's one of our goals of the Select Committee, to highlight these areas where China and the CCP are committing acts that are in our against our national interest, as well as future threats down the road.
Congressman Moolenaar, we appreciate your thoughts today. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much.